welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video. I hope you're all well. As you'll see from today's title, I'm doing a makeup, but it's a little bit of a different makeup. Sorry if you can hear Reg. He's dying to come into this room. So what I'm going to be doing is a makeup that I'm going to be wearing in the Disney parks. So a bit of a random one, I know, but as we all know, Florida is very, very hot. We're going end of September, start of October. So I think when I checked, it's roughly around sort of the 27, 28, but obviously their heat is completely different. So for me, it's important to ensure that my makeup's exactly how it needs to be so it lasts a long time. I don't want to be like taking loads of makeup products into the parks. So I'm trying to nail down a routine that's quick, easy, wearable and lasts. So I think I've nailed it. I think I've got it down to a T. So I thought, why not film a video and share that with you guys? This could be really helpful if anybody else is going to Florida like myself. Before we get into it, if you can please hit the subscription button, drop a comment down below just to let me know if you enjoyed this video. And also if there's any products that I haven't used that you think would be beneficial to me. I am on the hunt for a matte lipstick that doesn't dry out my lips, which I will get into later on into the video. If any of you can recommend me any good brands, please let me know. So let's get to it. Bring you in a little bit more. So I've cleansed, moisturised and everything of the sort. So I'm just gonna put my hair back a little bit. So one thing that obviously you should be wearing every day anyway, but is SPF. So I wanted to try out a new one and I came across this, the Amber Soler 50 SPF, but something that attracted me about this one is you can put it over makeup as well. So I thought that would be really handy. So spritz it on before and then I can top it up throughout the day. So it also has, so it's got hyaluronic acid in it, which is really good. So I've got oily combination skin, it's really acne prone. You can probably see a few breakouts here. So something like that will be really beneficial. So I've only just purchased this, so I'm hoping it will work well with the rest of my routine because my other SPF I've been using is just a cream one. So I haven't used a mist yet. So it just says shake well before use, standard close your eyes obviously. But yeah, it just says basically you can keep applying it. So, and the mist has a fresh ultra-light texture that gives an invisible finish on the skin. The reviews I read were really good on this. Everyone said that their makeup lasted, it gave a really nice finish, so hopefully that will be the same for me. So let me just spritz it on. Hang on, I've not used this before. Right, yeah, it's just literally a mist. That's really nice and cooling. I probably obviously would put a bit more on. But yeah, no, that's really nice actually. It isn't greasy at all, but you can feel that there's something that has gone on your skin. Let me just do a little bit more in the center. That's really nice. I did anything to my eyelashes. That's really nice and lightweight and like a real nice cooling sensation. So I imagine that would be really nice topping up throughout the day, especially if you're feeling a bit hot. So, right, the SPF's on. So I put that on after my moisturiser. And I'm just gonna put on my lip balm, which is also an SPF 20. So it's the Neutrogena. I suffer really badly from dry lips, hence sort of why I'm looking for a matte lipstick that's not drying on the lips. So I wear this all year round anyway. So that's a must for me. So what we'll do is we'll get started on the base. So the two products I'm gonna be using is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I'm a big lover of the NARS Longwear Radiant Foundation, but I must say that this one's actually become my new favourite. It does have skincare benefits within it, so if you do have problematic skin like me, I've noticed like a real difference in using it and it feels so lovely on the skin. It feels like you're not really wearing anything. A lot of things that people say is like it's a second skin, which I completely get. So that's going to be my foundation base. This is going to be my concealer, but a little disclaimer, this isn't, I probably will just revert back to my Collection 2000 concealer, just because I feel like it glides on the skin a little bit better, but this does do the job. So this is just the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I've got this in shade, oh, is it 6? Yeah, I've got it in shade 6. So we'll go straight in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my foundation first and then do my concealer. It's completely up to you which way around you do it. I just prefer to do it that way. So I'm just going to revert to my mirror down below. And I'm just going to use the V foundation brush, which is 117. And I'm also going to be using my damp beauty blender. So I'm going to go a mixture between the two. So what I do is I actually dab it on using my fingers just to sort of evenly apply it, and then just taking the foundation brush, just gliding it over the skin. Now you'll probably notice there's a patch here. I've had fake tan on for over the weekend, and it's now obviously starting to go, so it skews the difference in the skin tone throughout my neck and my face. So it just glides on really well. And I've had a lot of compliments using this. Like, I've used this on like day drinking days, so looking a lot worse for wear later on. And I have had my friends say, oh my god, like your skin looks so nice, it looks so clear. And it has all been since I've been wearing this foundation. It just gives off this really nice appearance, and it does photograph well. I wore this when I went to Thorpe Park for my birthday, and it was a really hot day. It was the 22nd of June, and if you've been to Thorpe Park, you'll know that there's not a lot of shade. And I didn't take my foundation with me. I just literally had, I think I just had a powder brush, but no powder with me. So I just used that to sort of mattify my face throughout the day, and it actually lasted. And I put that on at like 7:30 in the morning, and we didn't leave there till maybe like 5:30. So yeah, it does, it's wearable. So it's just 2 pumps that I've used. I haven't put any more out just yet. But it's definitely a buildable foundation. So if you're somebody that doesn't like to wear a lot, or you are somebody like me, like I would say that I prefer a more medium coverage. And you can even get, you know, working with this, you could get it to a fuller coverage. So it's good for sort of all types of foundation wearers. But even though my skin's oily, I didn't want to go with it with my matte NARS foundation, because I just find it breaks me out. I don't know why, it just really doesn't sit well with me. I've gone back to it, tried it and I've tried it and tried it again, sorry, and it just doesn't do anything for me. So I'm just going over, there's no product on this, I'm just going over with the damp beauty blender. I just find that this really like sits into the skin and just gives it more of like a flawless finish. And then what I will do is go over with the concealer any areas that I feel like I need a little bit of extra support. So that you can see, you can just see that nice light reflecting, like I'm opposite the windows, not right directly in front of me, but it just gives that nice sort of sheer healthy glow that I like. So I'm just going to go in with the concealer. So let's start off with my eyes first. Now I have got the V Conceal and Prime brush, but I don't know if it's me and I'm just used to using a sponge. I can't get on with it, so I'm going to try for the video's sake around my eyes, but I just really, I can't get the hang of it. I just feel like it goes on a bit better with a sponge. That's the under eyes. I'm just going to do a little bit in the T-zone there. And just cover up my little problem areas. I think this side's pretty much okay. I'm not too worried about that side. Just gonna do that. And then with the same foundation brush, I'm just gonna go in. So there's any leftover foundation on there will also glide in nicely with the concealer. I'm just going to use the tiniest pump ever, just to go over one more time. That SPF is feeling really nice on my skin, like I really can't feel it on there. It's like really nice and light. Because you know you can get some SPFs and it's just so heavy on the skin. This feels really greasy, and if you've got oily skin already, that's the last thing that you want your skin to feel like. So that's really nice. Just gonna bring that down onto the neck, try and even it out as much as possible. And around the nose. Lovely. So there you can just sort of see what the look of the foundation's like. I really like it. I use the shade Fiji. In that, and that's the same shade that I wear across the broad with the NARS foundations. So next what I'm going to do is I've actually switched up my powder, so I'm giving this a go for the moment. It's the Beauty Bakery, it's just called Flower Setting Powder. It comes in a really cute packaging. It actually comes as a bag of flour. Now I don't know if that's enticing enough, but for me I was sold. So, and I've heard really good things about it. So I'm just going to give this a go. I do normally use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, but I fancied a change. So I've been using this the last few times and I've been really enjoying it. No problems whatsoever. So again, what I'm using is the other side of my damp beauty blender. I'll just pat that into the powder and I just take off some excess onto the palm of my hand. And then what I do is just go under the eyes, just to really conceal that in. And then again on the other side. Lovely. And then the other areas I do this with is around my chin area, where any visible sort of spots are or anything, and then again on my T-zone. So these are the spots that I naturally become more oily. So just very lightly on a brush, just dab over, and bring down onto the neck. Lovely. So the next what I would do is I would go in with bronzer. Now, both bronzers work really well. I've got the Hoola Caramel by Benefit and I've got the Vive Dawn Dimensions Face Palette. The only thing I would say about the bronzer in here is it's not as warm enough for me. Like it's just not as, you can probably see the difference. And I just find there's a lot more depth to the Hoola Caramel, but it could just be because it's the lighter palette. So what I'm gonna do is I will show you, because I'm gonna take this along with me when I go to Florida, purely for the highlighter and the mix of the blushes. But what I do tend to do, if I want a bit of a lighter look, I will mix the bronzer with this blusher down here. So then I always take off the excess with the palm of my hand, and then I will just start to build. So I'll always start here on the higher part of my cheekbone, and then work around my face shape. And just bring it up here. So it's a nice colour. It's a nice lighter colour, just to add some dimension to your face, hence the Dimension Face Palette. But sometimes I just do prefer a little bit more of a deeper bronzer towards the back of my cheekbone. So I'm going to be using both of them. Oh, my hair's just gone everywhere. But you could use just this one, is what I'm trying to get at. It's just purely personal preference. we go, and then I'm just going to go to the side of my nose. Okay, and then this is the only bit of hoola that I actually add. So go into here, again, pat off with the back of the palm, and just bring it over. Like so. I don't know if I've done something to the setting on my camera. I've done something at the beginning of this video. Is it that? And it made me go completely like bright white. So I hope that this is going to show up okay, because at the moment to me it's looking a little bit crazy. Yeah, so as I was saying, my camera just cut out then, so I hope this is looking not so crazy as what it's doing in my camera right now. Right, so that's the bronzer. Then I'm just going to go in with the blushes. I love the blushes. I think they're really nice, really well pigmented. They really go well with a lot of different skin tones, which I love, and they're buildable. And I'm just going to go over my nose, and then just up here. So wherever you normally have, when you get that sun-kissed look and you've been out a day in the sun, where the light normally catches your face is where I like to pop them. I got that tip from watching, I think it was Katie Jane Hughes. I thought that makes total sense because that will look more natural. And then what you can do is obviously if it looked a little bit too much, because when I first put it on my nose, I was like, that's a little bit different for me. But no, it really does make a difference. Lovely. And then just going in with the highlighter. So this is a really good face palette to pop in your handbag, especially if you're traveling on holiday. And I mean, the highlighter is just gorgeous, isn't it? And these don't move, I've noticed. I've been using this, so we're in end of August now. I've been using it since the end of June, so a good few months, and I've been using it every time I've gone out. And then, as you can see, I haven't hit pan with any of them, so a little goes a long way is what I'm trying to say. Lovely. So that is the base done. So not a lot of faff needed, which is nice, especially if you're wanting to get ready quickly in the mornings, if you're going on holiday like mine. And then in terms of eyes, you can either use a little trick that I like to do if I'm trying to be super quick, is use your bronzer as your eyeshadow. So again, you could use the Hoola Caramel, or if you wanted a bit of a lighter look, you could use the bead bronzer, but you could even mix it up with the blusher, just so that if you wanted a little bit more of a warmer, deep, bronzery, peachy tone. But one face palette I think I will take, because I do like doing my eye makeup, especially for the evenings. So this is a really good one. As you can see, it's very well loved. Is the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes palette. You can see I use it a lot. I just think it's a really good transitional for day into evening. And you've got a mixture of your mattes and your shimmers in there. So just to really, you know, make sure that I'm not overtaking makeup, because I'm planning on bringing a lot of stuff back. So I don't want the weight of my suitcase being ginormous. So I think I'm literally gonna just take this one palette, and then if I want to do something really quick, I've got my bronzers. So I think what we'll do is we'll just do something super fast. So I'll probably do something that's a mixture of maybe day into the evening with a little bit of shimmer. So what you would do, so I'm just gonna take probably a mixture of nude and maple, so these two shades. And this is just something really easy to do. So I just focus on the crease of my eye. And you can see that I didn't go very far across at all. Just blend and blend and blend and blend and blend. Just go use a tiny bit more just to bring it in on the bottom there. And then all I will do is I like to use my finger for any shimmers. So I'm using Shimmering Pearl, going in. Too Faced eyeshadows are fantastic. I will continue to buy them. Other ones that are really good is the Vive palettes. I've got both of those. And I really like Urban Decay. Anastasia Beverly Hills, they're really good. But yeah, these don't move at all. Once they're on your eyes, they're there. And I've used this palette on mature skin, oily skin, dry skin, and they all have a really good effect and last really well. So if you were considering on getting a palette for your holidays, to be a really good one. So I'm just going to match up the other side. But as you can see, that was really quick. I just focused on the crease, blended it out. And that's exactly this is exactly the same motion that I would do with the bronzer. So where I'm putting the brown shades is where I put my bronzer. And then you could use your skin highlighter where I put the shimmer. If you really wanted to minimise what you were taking. There we go. This is just a plain blending brush. I'm just going over the top of that one, just because it seemed like that side had a little bit more product. Then just going again with the Shimmering Pearl over the top, just a little bit more in the corner on that side. There we go. And that is a simple eye makeup. It's really not a lot. You saw how quick that was real time, that's not edited down or anything. And it just gives nice, and it looks lovely in pictures. It gives your eye, where you've got the shimmer, makes your eyes look nice and bright. With that palette, you can make it into evening really quickly. And with your bronzer, you could just build it to make it a little bit more. Or what you could do is keep it on top for the day, add a little bit more underneath if you wanted to make it sort of transition into nighttime. One other product that I actually am going to be taking for nighttime, if I wanted something really quick, I was going into the parks in the evening and I didn't really want to do a full-on evening look, but I wanted something really easy and something that would be wearable, is the Vive eye wands. Any eye wands, I've heard that the Laura Mercier ones are really good, Vive's ones are really good. So this is in shade Solar Bronze. So it's just this sort of colour. Again, really easily blendable. Literally draw it across your eye, blend it with a brush, you're done. It's kind of foolproof. I've told my mum about these. I've used them on her and she really liked them. So that is a good little tip. If you didn't necessarily want to pay a price tag as what Vive is or Laura Mercier, there's some really good high street brand ones as well. Just do your research. But yeah, eye wands are really good. It's like a creamy consistency, but it makes it really easily to blend. So if you're not somebody that's comfortable or very confident in the eyeshadow department, these are really good. So I will be taking that. So they're my eye products. That's my face product, but I will also be using that for my eyes as well. So moving on to brows, a little like product I've been loving, which I think you guys will love too. I was previously using the Benefit brow pencil. I can't remember the exact name for it, but obviously they're quite expensive and I didn't find that they were lasting very long. So I was on the lookout for a dupe and I actually found one and I have no complaints about it. It does exactly the same. As you can see, I have really sparse brows. I have actually got old tattooed micro blading underneath here. So this is not my natural full brow. They're very, very sparse. So eyebrows for me are like a must. I need to have them done. It's like my comfort blanket. So I found the Sleek, I don't know if you can see it just there, if it's gonna focus at all. Sleek Micro Fine Brow Pencil. And I've got this in shade medium brown. And so my hair is actually going light, as you can see. I'm getting it ombre, but this colour still works well for me. As you can see, I've got darker roots. And it's literally the tiniest little sort of crayon tip and you get a little spoolie at the end. This is under a tenner. I want to say it's about £6–7, and I've been using it for the last few months and I have 0 complaints. I'll literally show you how quickly it is to do. And again, as I've said, I've got really sparse brows. So for me, I always used to use powder before I tried the Benefit pencil, because it was just quicker and easier to build a shape for me rather than using a pencil. But this is really quick. It's easy, that the fact it's such a super fine tip, you can really create fine lines, which is really good. So just over the top like that. That's one eyebrow. I love it. I will continue to get it. I don't feel the need to go back and buy Benefit pencil again because of the price tag that comes with it. I'm more than happy with this product. So I'm just going to go across and do this eyebrow. I would definitely recommend it. They have a few different shades. I don't know if they have as many shades as what Benefit did. I can't remember, to be honest. But this is really good. I can't recommend it enough. I found it really good. Really quick and easy. I still have been going over them with the Benefit Gimme Brow, I think it is. Just to go over it a little bit more, just to, so it darkens it just a tiny bit. But again, I haven't tried another shop product just because this one's lasted me ages. So that is one thing I would say about Benefit's products for the Gimme Brow, is that it lasts ages. I had this the same time I had the pencil went out first. So if you're somebody that's got, you're just needing a little bit of something extra, or you've got quite full brows and you're just wanting them a little bit tinted. I've also used this on my mum's brows, and I'm sure she won't mind me saying that hers are sparse also. And she's just had this over and she's noticed the difference in it as well. So that is eyebrows done. Again, really super quick. So to be honest, that will be the most I will be doing on my holiday, apart from my lips. I am going to put mascara on for the purpose of this video, just so that you get the overall appearance of me being done. But I am actually going to be getting lash extensions, just because I don't want to faff or having to put mascara on, getting black under my eyes if it starts raining, because Florida's known for its weather that comes in all forms at the drop of a hat. So I just thought, you know what, lashes would be so much easier. But I will put mascara on just before the end of this video, just to get the overall appearance. Now, where you guys can help me, as I've mentioned twice already in this video, I need a matte lipstick. I'm yet to find one. The best matte lipstick I had, but they didn't have the shades that I wanted back then, and I can't find the exact one, like what it was. But Revlon used to do like a mattifying lip colour, and I used to have it in bright purple, but I don't want bright purple. But that consistency was really creamy, but then eventually dried, and it never made my lips dry out at all. Sometimes I find with the sleek ones that I've tried, or even the MAC ones, my lips dry out, and I really don't want that. So this is, I'm going to show you the sort of colour that I'm after. And if you guys know of anywhere that does one that's super hydrating, let me know. So what I'm using is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. Like so. And then the lipstick I've got is Vive, is it Peached? They've not put the label on the bottom, but I'm pretty sure it is Peached. This is the sort of colour I'm after. So you're probably thinking that lipstick looks pretty matte. Yeah, but lipsticks just don't stay put. I've worn this out a few times when I've been drinking. It doesn't. I have to keep topping it up. So I really do need something that will last. So yeah, please let me know. So to finish it off, what I will be applying every day to make sure everything stays in place is the trusty Urban Decay All Nighter Fixing Spray. So I'm just going to spritz this all over my face. Whew. There we go. It always feels so nice on. So just let that sort of sit into the skin. What I'll do, I probably should have put the mascara on first, right? But I'll just put this on so you get the overall effect. If you wanted to, you know, sort of copy what I've done or something similar. One thing I will say about this mascara, it's a nightmare to get off. Like, industrial to get off. I'm finding that if I wear this, if I put a few layers on, I'm still struggling to get this off my eyelashes a few days later. Like, you know, when you're sat there and you can feel, it sounds gross, but the clumps of mascara on there and you're wanting to pick it off. That's this. So I don't think I would buy it again. It's the Maybelline Curl Bounce. Not my fave, I must admit. So that is the overall appearance. This will pretty much be my everyday makeup go-to look while we're out there. I will be doing some more videos of Disney content if that is something that you're interested in. So I'm going to be doing like a pack with me, what the clothes that I bought for it. You would have seen some of them in the Primark haul, but I have brought more. Yeah. So I will be making some Disney videos before we go, and I actually will be vlogging while we're out there. I've never vlogged before, so please do bear with me. I probably will feel so awkward doing it in front of strangers I've never ever met, but you know, I hear that so many people do it. We watch people that vlog out there. It gets us excited for our trips, and I think it's just so nice to then look back on, like, you know, when you were younger and your dad used to do homemade videos and then you used to watch them back, like we would then have that. I mean, some things we probably don't need to know about, like what cookies we got that day, but I think that's just part of all the fun. So definitely subscribe if that is something that you'd be interested in doing, and then who knows, if I enjoyed vlogging that trip, I might do a bit more vlogging. It's definitely something that's crossed my mind. It's just really out of my comfort zone, so we'll see how that goes. But this is the overall look. I'll put one more spritz of that SPF just to see what that's like over makeup. You literally can't see. That's really nice. That was like £6. So yeah, definitely, I got that from Look Fantastic. I think it's on offer at the moment. But yeah, no, that's really handy. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are of the video. If there's any products that you think I should be adding into my routine, let me know, and let me know about the lipstick. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I will speak to you guys soon. Thanks, bye.